Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. To start off, big shout out and thanks to Ryan Beatty for supporting the channel. He gave a donation to the channel through the PayPal link, which is down in the description, and with that donation I went and purchased these Kabaris. Real quick, that's where they came from. All right, this is the same Kabari that I lost the other day. It is called a Hatchie. It is a size 14 fly hook that it's on, and I got 13 of them. Thanks, Ryan. I'm gonna start out with my 13-foot Tenkara and fish this wide open part. I'm going to be using what is very similar to a furled line, but a little different at the same time. This is a casting line and tippet that was tied up by a subscriber, Not Real Fishing, sent this to me along with the 13-foot Tenkara. If you're not familiar with Tenkaras, it's kind of like a cane pole, sort of like a telescopic cane pole, similar to a Black Widow. That rooster is really going neurotic today. We have a lot of overcast. The weather's been all over the place. It may rain a little bit while we're here, it may not. So I am doing a cow hitch. I had a loop, I made another loop, and now I'm going to take what we call the Lillian line. I'm going to put it through that loop twice. Now I'm going to bring that loop tight. I know I'm not getting a really good close-up shot of this, but hopefully you get the idea. And that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to bring this up to that stop knot on the Lillian line, and that should be good. I've not fished this casting line before, so I have no idea what its actual length is. It's probably going to be a little long, probably longer than the rod itself. Tenkaras are a Japanese style of fly fishing. It's a very simple style of fly fishing. I will be keeping fish today because I ran out of cut bait for catfish last night. So we're not just here to enjoy fly fishing, we're here with a purpose as well. Well, enjoyment is a purpose. This is where I figure out how long the casting line is. It's pretty much the length of the rod with maybe a couple inches extra. And then you have the tippet, which is really long. With a tippet, you can make it as long as you want, but generally, especially with panfish, 2 to 4 feet. And this tippet is looking like about 6 to 8 feet. And of course it has this Kabari on it. We are going to switch that out right now. Not only switch it out, but shorten this tippet a little bit, which is probably 4-pound fluorocarbon. It has a little bit of memory in it. It's kind of got some spoolie curves in it. So you just do this, stretch it a little bit, and it should, that memory should go away. A Kabari fly is a fly specifically designed for Tenkara fishing. Notice how it's different than what you might be used to if you do regular fly fishing. See how the eye of the hook is here and these feathers are coming towards the eye, where with a lot of different flies that you might be more used to, it would be going the other way, such with a nymph or a streamer. Put this in my case and flip the case over, and I'm going to give you an example of a traditional fly that you might be more used to. There's the eye. I think this might be a streamer, something you might want to use for bass. So to tie this Hatchie on, I'm not using something special or fancy or something specific for fly fishing. I'm using a new improved clinch knot. I've got the line through the eye and I'm twisting. I'm gonna do about 7 or 8 twists or more. I'm gonna take my tag in, run it through that loop, pinch it with my fingers and grab it from the other side. Now I've got a second loop which is smaller and on top of my big loop. So I'm gonna run the tag in through that smaller loop. Oh, there we go, and it's through. Now it's through. After wetting it, just cinch it down. This is much better than the normal clinch knot. Right now I'm just dapping and dragging around this culvert. Ooh, was that a hit? There's a lot of slick here. Oh, what was that? We spooked something. I don't think that was a fish. Dapping is just dropping the fly straight down. Ooh, I see a gar. Oh no. Might be fishing with chicken tonight. Oh. We're getting interest here. Stuff is following it, but there's little tiny panfish coming up for it. And here's some rain coming in. Oh, there we go. Got a fish on. Yes. Yes. There we go. Big thanks to Ryan again. Yeah, you're right. We're not under a big threat of rain unless something's changed. Unlike most e-bikes, my Magicycle Cruiser is waterproof, but only semi-waterproof. Waterproof in a light rain. You never want to leave your e-bike out in the rain, but if it starts coming down pretty heavy, I'm just going to jet to cover or to the house, and we might have to pick this up again because it's not going to rain all afternoon. Yes, got him. Fish on. Having a longer line gives that fish more room to run. That is a decent gill. Nice. Oh, fish on. First cast at this new spot here. Yes. Perfect conditions for fly fishing. That's a little red ear. Perfect because the wind's not too bad and overcast. This Kabari that I'm using works best when there's overcast or right at sunset. Down here in southeast Louisiana with all this stained water, anything that's black in chartreuse, or sometimes called charcoal in chartreuse or avocado in chartreuse, will work, especially during overcast. It works better during overcast. So I'm trying to get this hook out. It's not, he hadn't swallowed it, but it's in his mouth and it's a size 14. Gotta be very careful because you don't want to tear up your Kabari. Can't see what I'm doing either. I see the hook, but he won't keep his mouth open. Non-compliance. Back here at this spot, this is where I've caught giant red ears before. A little difficult to fish with the 13 foot with the wind picking up. This rain isn't helping. All right, I'm in the jungle. A little further, I've changed rods too. It's much easier to do the 9 foot. We're gonna fish this right in front of us. There seems to be fish there. Yes. Fish on. Not very big though. It's getting difficult with the wind, but the wind isn't constantly blowing, so I think it's still doable for the moment. The rain seems to have stopped for the moment as well. Got him. Fish on. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Just had to, oh, where'd he go? Save. Yes. Fired up gill. Look at that. Nice. Wow. It's like the biggest spotted gar. I've seen it twice now. It's either super big or it's trailing a bunch of weeds on its tail. Looks weird. This has been a tough session with this weather. There we go. Oh, another nice one. Maybe I just had to wait a little bit because it has not been the best, but it's looking better. My casting line is forming some memory in it, just the thicker part of the tapered line, so I'm just kind of stretching it a little bit. Keeps wanting to curl up. Might be about the wind. There's that big gar again right there. Or is that two? That's two in a row. That's not, maybe that's what's up. I'm seeing two gar chase each other. They're like swimming, so they were swimming so close to each other it looked like a big fish. There we go. The bite is picking up, but so is the weather. Oh, there's bigger drops all of a sudden. Ooh, that's a game changer. Oh, we got a gar on the fly. We got a gar on the fly, finally. And he went for it too. We have to take it easy because we got very fine line at the end of this tapered leader. This is amazing. I've been wanting this to happen for a while. Just gotta take it easy. Don't want him to break the rod. It is a light rod. He's only about maybe not even 5 pounds, I bet. Oh no, get out of that. I might have to get my feet wet to get him. We got about maybe 4 or 5 feet of vegetation here. Oh no. What's going on? I got him in the net. I got him in the net. That's what's going on. My first spotted gar on the fly, and he bit at the fly. This ain't no snag job. Yeah, you're right. Ooh, time to get that fly out. I don't know, it might be toast because he's probably... Where is that fly? It's in his mouth. Woo, just pure muscle. Oh, it's right here, right at the tip. I'm using my multi-tool, my Leatherman. Try and get that fly out. We might not. I'd like to get it out, but my goodness, he might not even open if it thunders. There it goes. We're almost there. We could see the brass of the fly right here, the bend of the fly. We got it. Now we got to get the line out of his mouth. That, ooh, settle down. Oh man, there we go. We got it. We got it. Woo! Not the biggest spotted gar in there. I've seen quite some monsters today, but this is amazing. I've been wanting to do this for over a week, for a while now. Wanting to catch a gar on the fly. I'd like to try, alligator gar on the Tenkara, but I would have to get one of those Tenkaras for tunas. One of these days I'll get one and I'll go make my dream happen. Yeah, you're right. All right, buddy, you ready to go flying? New experiences for you and me today. Yeah, you're right, guys. Yeah, you're right. The weather is really starting to tip down, and I'm gonna call it right here. That was amazing. This session started out very mediocre, very poor. Picked up a little bit at the end, but this rain is picking up too. Amazing, amazing. I finally got a gar on the fly. Thank you again, Ryan, for that donation you made to the channel. I was able to get those kabaris that I love. If you guys are interested in donating or supporting the channel, there's two ways. You can become a member of the channel just by going to the channel page or clicking member on any of the videos. You can also support the channel by going down in the description. There's a PayPal link for donating to the channel. You don't have to do it. I appreciate you just watching the video. I appreciate you liking and subscribing and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.